Ooh, hello! Time for a nice Saturday evening stream. Early evening stream. I just want to play the game, so let's get into it. I booted up the game like this morning and then like just before the stream to water some berries. I got a couple petchas and cherries planted here. And then some kelp seeds down over here. And that's it. I didn't really plant anywhere else. We're right before the berry like kind of master plantation house up ahead. So it's kind of a shame we kind of held off. But that's kind of all I did. I wish you could fly there. I think you can in the remakes, but in the originals, there's a berry house just right about here, and can't fly there. You have to fly to like Mauville and then surf on over, go through some tall grass. A little bit of an ordeal, but there's a ton of berry patches there, so it's not that big a deal. And there's no loading zones in this game, so it goes pretty fast. Still haven't thought of a name for Farfetch'd. I haven't really put a ton of thought into it, necessarily, so, like, that's kind of that. But I have a feeling I'll come up with one soon enough. Maybe after this stream, before the next one, I'll have one ready. Maybe if we get to, like, Winona today, depending on if we fight her or not. Well, I don't know. Farfetch'd might not participate much in that, but we're going to be raising Farfetch'd today for sure. So, yeah, let's just kind of get on with it. We have our, like, fully evolved team minus, Chompster becoming a Amistar, which isn't going to happen for a while. I don't think we're going to hit, like, level 40 this stream. Ooh, we got to do another fight with Gabby and Ty. Okay, so we got Iron. I wonder if Gabby and Ty kind of like is supposed to like introduce you to the concept of like rematches, because it's like you encountered them before, and now you're running into them again, and they're in a different spot, so you're gonna like probably talk to them, and then it's like, oh yeah, I fought you guys before, and now I'm fighting you again. That's cool. And, you know, you supposedly come here right after you get the balance badge. So, which is also, like, when rematches kind of become openly available to you. So that's definitely a concept. And, yeah. Speaking of that, like, there's definitely more trainers we could fight now. Quite a few of them. Including like those triathletes I was trying to talk to before, but we can deal with them later. We're ready to like progress in the game. Another thing I could do, and I might do today, is go to the game corner. I thought about like I can afford something from there. I can go in there. I could buy another ice beam. I could buy a flamethrower. I could buy a psychic. Probably only one of them. So I think what I'm going to do for now is just, like, continue to wait until I have, like, ridiculous amounts of money to where, like, blowing 80k on something isn't that big a deal. Right now, it's still kind of a big deal, and there's decisions to make, and, I'd rather not choose one and then be like, oh, crap, like, I'd rather have spent my money on a different one. So we're doing pretty fine for now, so it's not that big a deal. So we're just gonna keep on keeping on with it. Something of note, I have my computer plugged into an AV receiver, which is plugged into my TV, and that's what I'm kind of going off of here. And I have an occasional problem where I use like a really long fiber-based HDMI cable to plug into the TV, and occasionally it'll like lose its handshake and have to like it'll flicker black and then come back, and it's doing that some right now, so I really hope that's not affecting the stream in any way. Because that would be a pain. But it's certainly making it so I can't see what's going on, because I'm just playing off the OBS window, essentially. So that's just something to keep in mind. let's see, what else? But yeah, if I was to choose something like that, the options would be like, oh, I could buy an Ice Beam, put it on Jinx. Like, you know, if I wanted to do that, I could have done that like a whole stream ago, 3 hours ago, and it probably would have sped things along a bit. So now that we have Ice Punch, it's like, it's a pretty minimal gain. We could get Flamethrower, put it on Bernie, and that could be decent, because she's just going off of Ember right now, and literally is not going to have a better fire move until we do that, probably. So that's a little higher priority, but Bernie's so strong right now, I'm just not concerned. Psychic is also pretty high priority, because Confuzzle's not going to get Psychic until really late, and Jinx is not going to get Psychic at all, so, like, I need to use a TM on her to teach her Psychic. But it might be useful for Confuzzle to get Psychic earlier, because, you know, we don't have the best moves right now. We have Sludge Bomb, but that's going off our lower attack stat when our special attack is higher. So, thoughts on that is like Chompster. I have an Ice Beam right now. I could literally teach somebody. So it's like I could put that on Chompster right now, but like I just don't feel the need. Like, I'll do it when I have to. Pretty much the same for Bernie. I could go in there, buy a Flamethrower, put it on her. Don't really feel the need. And then Psychic for each of them. Confuzzle's going to learn Psybeam in a few levels anyways, so that's already going to be an upgrade. And Freezer is just, you know, probably fine with Ice Punch and Confusion for the moment. Like, I feel like these moves are so strong at this point in the game to where it's going to trivialize things. So I just want to see how things go without it first, you know? As for Farfetch'd, you know, none of those moves help Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd is just going to have to do the best it can. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I think Farfetch'd and Bernie is perfect for this fight here. I'm going to grab the Good Rod real quick. Good Rod's really good, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, I would. I'll take it. Wherever there's water, try your luck at fishing. The bike is actually going to be pretty useless to us on this upcoming route with the really tall grass, so I'm fine with sticking the item finder on. But yeah, let's do this fight. Hey, looky here, I remember you. I'll get this battle on this here camera. I feel like games with like NPC dialogue like this, especially when it's supposed to be like, you know, it's not supposed to be any time in particular, so, you know, people's dialogues are just like of the time. It's just like an interesting time capsule. Because it's not like people talk all that differently than how these NPCs are talking, per se. But if you play like more modern Pokemon games, there's definitely a difference. There's more, you know, it's just like whatever the pop culture is of the time is kind of the references that are being made and all that sort of thing. Okay, this is a nice, easy fight. Okay, I don't really think there's any reward for giving quotes, so I kind of want to just skip it. But I guess I'll just do it anyways, because I don't know. Is there hurry? Also, I want to get on with my day. I'm a fisherman, but also a trainer. I'm raising the Pokemon I caught. Usually fishermen like you aren't very good, to put it mildly. Man, Return has really helped Farfetch. I've just like thought about it over the past stream or two, like since Farfetch has had Return, it's just upped its usefulness in these battles a lot more. Like, when I was trying to raise Venonat and Smoochum there, like, it was pretty easy just to be able to just send in Farfetch and be like, yep, use Return, probably going to take out what's ever in front of me. And, you know, grinding the soot probably grinded the friendship I need. I didn't really check before and after. But, that's kind of that. I really hope that there's no blackouts, because it's still flickering every once in a while. If it is, that's fine. It'll be more incentive for me to, like, make sure this never happens again. And I know it's an issue with the HDMI cable, because I've done a whole bunch of troubleshooting, and, like, it's the thing. And I RMA'd it and got another one, and it's like... It was actually good for a few days, but then it like kind of started exhibiting a few of the few issues, same issues, but in a slightly different manner. Like, I don't know. It's funny, the old one didn't have any issues with my PC at all. It was just the PlayStation 5 that would like cause flickers, and now this one has issues with the PC. Like, I don't know. Anyways, let's talk to our boy Steven. Hi. You're that trainer I met in Dewford. Okay, you're 23 Caterpie. I'll remember it. 23 Caterpie. In this vast world, there are many kinds of Pokemon. They come in many types. Do you raise different types, or do you raise only a Pokemon of a certain type? What do you think as a trainer? Sorry if it's not my place to ask, is it? Well, anyways, I hope to see you again. Well, Steven, I have quite a variety. I've in fact chosen quite exotic kind of Pokemon to raise. I know that you've kind of chosen some exotic Pokemon as well, but more homogeneous, let's say. Oh, we're gonna need Cut on this route. I don't remember how much we need it. I think there's just like maybe 1 or 2 spots. Like, this is totally unnecessary because I can just walk around this. It's no big deal. Bird Pokemon that fly elegantly in the sky. They're the best. Speaking of which, we're going to get our Fly HM pretty soon. We're going to do our rival fight, and it's going to give us Fly. And that's like just after the Weather Institute, which we're definitely going to be doing today. We would have to get ultra mega distracted to not at least get that much done. But yeah, we have that to look forward to, and we're going to be putting Fly on Farfetch'd. That'll help us a whole bunch. You've got great Pokemon. I'll have to train mine better. What a good idea. Okay, wow, yeah, this is flickering so very much. It's actually kind of ridiculous. But I don't want to, like, go and unplug the HDMI cable and plug it back in. That's usually, like, the fix that, like, actually makes it start working better, but, wow, it's actually being so bad right now. But I don't want to, like, have my computer absolutely freak out. Okay, it's not coming back this time. Okay. I'm just gonna unplug this cable, plug it back in. Give me a second. Hopefully it doesn't screw anything up. Okay, is that gonna help? Okay, rearranging my windows. Okay, well, hopefully that appeared as nothing different to you guys, but hopefully my issues are going to be better now. Anyways, it's interesting this patch of grass, its shape. It's kind of shaped like a cone, where the bottom of it's more narrow and the top of it's more wide. So, like, you can get around this trainer by running around, along the wide section, or if you go to the bottom, you know, it's less grass to run through, but you probably have to fight the trainer. It's just interesting how things are designed like that, because it's like, it's designed for the initial run through of the route, where you're going to have to fight the like it's determining, like, oh, do you want to skip the trainer or not skip the trainer? But then, like, whenever you come to these routes again, it's like, you know, you might as well just clear the trainers out, if you're ever going to come to these routes again, because then there's still going to be an issue later. Oh, I love this music. Okay, hold on. YouTube is... YouTube's complaining. Is it not working? Did I drop frames? It says 0 dropped frames. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Stream health. Stream status is poor. Okay, I mean, that doesn't sound great. I wonder if that's because I was messing with my displays. I don't know. I'm just gonna hope that things are okay. If I pull up the stream on my phone, it's looking okay. If there's any viewers right now who want to put in the chat if things are okay or not, it'd be really good to know. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it on my phone, and it seems fine. Yeah, I mean, it's looking fine to me, so I'm just going to call it fine. Okie dokie. I find that Ruby and Sapphire do this a lot, where there's these kind of little hidden sections, like south of these little fences that you can run between it and the trees. Like, I wonder if they were, like, trying to show off that they could do this sort of thing, because, like, I don't think in Gen 1 and 2 you could, like, kind of go behind stuff like this. I could be off on that. I just played Yellow, but I can't remember. I just feel like you couldn't. And then in Emerald, I feel like they've shoved these full of, like, more things, like trainers to fight and double battles to do and stuff. Ooh, another Ultra Ball. I think that's a trainer fight, so... Yeah. They say that good times are filled with good aromas. I don't know if that's what they say, per se. I know it's what you say, aroma ladies say. But It just doesn't seem super universally applicable. Good dodge, Farfetch'd. I mean, I definitely enjoy a good aroma. But I don't know if, like, good aromas necessarily always correlate with good times. I don't know, not every good time needs a good aroma. And not all good aromas are necessarily, like, indicators of good times. There just seems to be, like, you know, it's a full Venn diagram. A truth table with 4 sections. Okay, a Breloom. That's quad super effective. So yeah, Peck is going to be the way to go over Return in this particular case. I don't have the amulet coin on Farfetch'd. The Berry Master's Garden is filled with uplifting fragrances. Not if I pick everything. Okay, I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the amulet coin on... Wait. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take the amulet coin off of Confuzzle, and I'm gonna put it onto Farfetch'd. And I feel like this is just gonna be the trend I do. Just whoever I'm primarily training, I'm gonna put the amulet coin onto them, especially if I'm like going through routes with trainers and all that. And then whatever their, like, you know, most beneficial item is, they're gonna have to forego it for the moment. Not that anybody else has, like, a super imperative, like, item they have. Like, Bernie's got charcoal, Chompster's got black glasses, so, like, that's not a huge deal, while Farfetch'd needs a stick to get more crits. That is a very good point, sir. I can definitely go to the green corner and get Flamethrower, Psychic, and Ice Beam. And, like, I thought about doing that, and I could definitely make use of it. Confuzzle and Fraser here could definitely make use of Psychic. Chompster and Fraser here could definitely make use of Ice Beam, and Bernie could make use of Flamethrower. And I already actually have an Ice Beam from the abandoned ship that I'm holding on to. My issue is that I have this amount of money, which is a decent amount. I could probably afford one of those things. And, but I need to, in the end, I probably need to buy, like, 2 Psychics, the Ice Beam, and the Flamethrower. So I don't really know which one I want to buy first. So I'm kind of holding off just because everybody's doing mostly fine. Here's what everybody has. Bernie's got Ember. That's probably the biggest upgrade we could do. Chompster could put, like, Ice Beam over Rock Tomb or Mudshot. Fraser's already got Ice Punch, but we could totally put Psychic over Confusion. And then Venomoth could take Psychic over Confusion for sure. So, the moment one of those becomes, like, imperatively useful, I will, like, totally go buy it and stick it on somebody. And, like, I totally already have, like, Ice Beam right here. And, like, Ice Beam would probably be very beneficial for the next Flying Gym, so I'm thinking about doing that. But I'll hold off. Yeah, Flamethrower on Bernie would probably be the most beneficial. Just because Ember to Flamethrower is such a huge increase. Like, any of these options are going to be totally awesome because, like, we're still pretty early in the game, in my opinion. We're kind of like, I don't know, like midway. And all those moves are, like, so powerful. It's funny with these Greppa, Quala, and Pomeg berries. Oh yeah, I totally have the coin case. I delivered some harbor mail to get it. Yeah, right here. I did that earlier, like when I first got to Mauville, because I like wanted to be able to in-game see the options for what prizes you can get, because they won't even let your peasant eyes even look at the prizes unless you are a paying customer, so I had to go get that. But yeah, it's funny with these berries here, like they're really useful in Emerald for being the EV reduction berries, but in Sapphire here, they're just more berries just to make regular old Pokeblocks, so I'm going to replant some of them. Whoops. That's one additional Pomeg berry than I wanted, but it's totally fine. Planting berry is just like, it takes such a long amount of time in this game. At least in Gen 4, you could like water the berries like all at once by kind of like, it lets you move while you're watering them, but you know, back in Gen 3, we watered one berry at a time and we liked it. Not that we liked it, it's just all we knew. It is kind of funny. We only have 3 gyms left. We got the Flying Gym coming up soon. We've got the Psychic Gym over in Moss Deep in a while. And then we've got the Water Gym over in, you know, Sutopolis. And I feel like we're definitely approaching the part of the game where fire is maybe not going to be so useful, so I feel like Bernie's pretty overpowered right now, but that might change soon enough. Any items over here? No, sir. Okay, let's do this fight. The classic Beautifly Dustox combo. Let's see. Let's do... Actually, here's a really good test. We'll use Ember on Dustox. Dustox has pretty high special defense. And that will show us kind of our deficit. What we could have. Okay, never mind. We got a critical hit. So, that answers that. I mean, it doesn't really tell us much. It would tell us that Flamethrower would 100% killed, because Flamethrower is more powerful than a critical hit Ember. At the very least. But I would have been curious how much Ember would have done on its own. Oh well. Did I get Farfetch'd the Amulet Coin? Yes. Okay. Let's get our free berry for the day. You may call me the Berry Master. I dream of filling the world with beautiful flowers, so I raise berries and hand them out to everybody. You're deserving of one. Ooh, Namo. That's a rare berry, I feel. And a cornberry. Pretty sure that these are... yeah, just used for making Pokeblocks. Might do that someday. In search of trainers, Gabby and Ty. Yes, 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 I just did this fight. Lends to me. Something about them piqued their interest. We battled them before. Can attest they have improved. And they battle. Show the battle on TV. Dominating performance. Ruthlessly strong. And I was just in such a rush that I said hustle. They even called out how I, like, defeated Magnemite in a single blow. It's pretty cool. Okay, I have not seen a good phrase. I need to save the good phrases for... you can get really good berries from her later, but if I ever do some challenges in the future when I, like, want to get really good berries for, like, doing really good Pokeblocks, I'll have to save those for then. I don't even know what the phrases are at the top of my head. Our 4 grandchildren should become more accomplished than my husband. Joy never goes out of my life. I wonder who your 4 grandchildren are. Are they the ones who run the flower shop over near Rustboro, I wonder? Okay, here we go. We're gonna fight this guy. Oh, nope, snuck right around him. What do we got here? Hyper Potion. Not gonna need that much juice for a while. And we got some berries here. Citrus. Ooh. That's actually really good. Citrus berries in this generation restore 30 HP. Nothing crazy, but at this point in the game, it's more than they restore than in later generations. In later generations, they only restore like 25%. So the cutover point for that would be like having 120 HP, which none of our Pokemon do right now. So they restore more than 25% right now. Okay. We're doing okay. Let's just do the next fight. Take flight, my bird Pokemon. Well, you're gonna have to fight my bird Pokemon, and my bird Pokemon is rarer. I'm glad that Farfetch'd is, like, still outspeeding things. I feel like Talos are really fast. This is going to be our first Swellow we have to fight, and Swellow's a really fast Pokemon, so we'll see. Yeah, it's faster. I think I can take another wing attack, but it's going to come down to damage variation. Ooh, very close. Oh, don't do that. I wish that Keen Eye let you bypass evasion checks. Farfetch, you're getting critical hits, like, when you don't need them. You're not even holding the stick right now, actually. Okay, here's our moment. Swords Dance, that is what we need in our life. That is going over Leer. Swords Dance in return is going to be a really strong combo. Yes, can't drive bikes in the tall tires. Ooh, it's raining. Okay, we got some bug trainers out here. Let's... Oh. Let us stick... Soda Pop and Farfetch'd Mouth, and continue forth. The Mimic Circle is formed by people who like to mimic. A battle starts the instant we meet. Oh yeah, these silly guys as they, you know, move around as you move around, mirroring your movements. If only they actually gave you Mimic. We could have a Swords Dance battle, but I'd rather just kill you. I surrender. Ay caramba. If you step forward, we step forward. If you turn right, we turn too. Taylor? Wurmple? Really? I find it funny just how, like, these trainers will just keep these really low Pokemon, like, really, you know, weak Pokemon, and just keep them unevolved for, like, way after it makes sense to, like, evolve them, you know? It makes sense to maybe not evolve Pokemon for a little bit, but Wurmple doesn't learn any more moves by keeping it a Wurmple. There's absolutely no reason not to evolve it. The only thing I can think is just, like, maybe, like, if we're thinking in context of the game, it's like this guy, he probably caught this Wurmple. He's not a very good trainer. He found it in the wild, and it's technically, like, high level. And, you know, as a player in this game, once a Pokemon reaches a level, like, it's gonna evolve. And I feel like the level suggests that, like, it has all the potential to evolve. It's strong enough, it could totally evolve at any time. But, like, us as trainers, like, we can help facilitate Pokemon to, like, you know, get them to evolve, like, as soon as they are able to. But, like, you know, you find Pokemon in the wild who are higher level than they need to be, like, they could have evolved already. Yeah, you finally caught me, or were you trying to avoid me? But, like, they're not evolved, so... like, they're just going to evolve whenever they feel like it, I guess. And so, when you have, like, a bug trainer who's, like, you know, just catching bugs, it's like... And, you know, there's not, like, anywhere nearby where you can find, like, level 26 Zancatas or 25 Wurmples or anything like that. But, yeah, I don't know. The level is just, like, a very interesting concept in Pokemon. because they make these Pokemon stronger in level in the game because they want them to be like, you know, worth fighting. They want this to be an engaging game where the combat matters, and they're giving like a meaningful amount of experience points for them to be worth you fighting. But then they choose to keep it like, oh yeah, you know, these are weak trainers. They have like unevolved Pokemon. They don't have very good AI. They're just kind of like, you know, they're not trying to be the very best that ever was. They're just hanging out on this route doing their own thing. They're like doing this whole mimic circle thing for the fun of it. Whoop, that was a great match. But like, you know, they're trainers and they want to battle you. But like, they're not super proficient. I don't really know if I have any more thoughts on that than that, but it's just kind of interesting how they show that. That's funny, you open up the menu, and then the sound of rain goes away until you come back out. It's like you're so focused that you don't notice the rain anymore. It's not like you disappear out of the world when you're managing your Pokemon. We are the Mimic Circle. We mimic whatever you do. It's so interesting that the word mimic is in all caps because it's like, you know, mimic is a Pokemon move. I'm trying to think if in this game, because Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire were the first games I ever played. And, you know, I don't think it occurred to me at all that Mimic was a move. I can't think of any Pokemon in the Hoenn Dex that learns Mimic. Like off the top of my head or anything. Like the only thing I can think of is like, you know, once Fire Red and Leaf Green came out, Mimic was a move tutor move, and you could teach Mimic to probably tons of Pokemon at that point. But yeah, it's just like, and obviously Mimic was a move in previous generations. So it's just like there's all this stuff to pick up on that it's like, oh yeah, I mean obviously Mimic's in all caps, it's a Pokemon move. And like Pokemon moves and Pokemon names in this game are in all caps. So what's so good about mimicry? You'll never understand. Ooh. A hidden item. Full heal. You don't know who I am, do you? But I also don't know you. So we'll battle. Man, I kind of want to get Fly. So that, like, because it just feels silly. It's like I have this flying type move, Peck. But it's not worth using over return in almost all cases. Just because it's so weak. Okay, it's raining, so that's not going to restore very much, unfortunately, for you, Illumise. It's a shame that, like, a move that has such low PP can be, like, downgraded in the wrong weather. In a lot of the wrong weather. I feel like it downgrades in both, like, anything that's not sun, basically. Like, rain, sandstorm, hail. I think it downgrades in all those cases, and then it only upgrades in the sun. So we finally meet. My bug Pokemon will keep you company. Donald. Donald Duck. I still need to play... I've played, like, all the Kingdom Hearts games for the most part, you know. I've skipped some, like, you know, I started playing Kingdom Hearts games after they were, like, on collections on, like, PlayStation 3 and 4 and stuff. And so there's some that I haven't played that were, like, exclusively on DS. But, like, I've seen all the cutscenes for them, and I've seen Let's Plays of them. Like, the one game that I have not played is Dream Drop Distance, which was remade on PS4. And I have it, and I never got around to playing it, because, like, I burned myself out. I was trying to, like, platinum every Kingdom Hearts game as I went along, and got to Birth by Sleep, and, got overwhelmed, and then never progressed any further. Like, I platinum Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3. Morning sun. Showing off the morning sun and moonlight in the rain. I wish we'd never met. But it's been a long time since I played Kingdom Hearts, so I think I'm, like, ready to get back into it. But there's just so many games to play, you know? Including Pokemon Sapphire. Wish you could, like, see how much soot you've had in the sack. Anyways, what am I doing? I need to eat a cherry berry, yeah? No, not check tag. It's funny how I'm letting Farfetch'd essentially become our highest level member, but I feel like it needs the juice. Oh, I should actually go swap out for the Acro Bike, because that's actually used on this route. I thought you fly by catching a whole flock of bird Pokemon, then hanging onto them somehow, and it turns out there's an HM move called Fly. I wish I would have known that a long time ago. And here's our party of 6 Wingull. Heard about a cave called the Cave of Origin? People rumor that the spirits of Pokemon are revived there. Could something like that really happen? Oh, never. Not on your life. The Pokemon sprites in this game just makes you wish for following Pokemon. But so few Pokemon games have that. You got it on Pokemon Yellow for just Pikachu. You got it in Heart Gold and Soul Silver for everything. That was awesome. Don't have it in any of the Gen 5 games. I don't think you have it in any of the Gen 6 games. You have it in Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee. In Sword and Shield, you only have it in just the DLC zone, if I recall. The Isle of Armor. And then Scarlet and Violet, you don't necessarily, like, well, you do. You can totally send out your Pokemon and have them follow you, but it's like, it is in a very Scarlet and Violet sort of way, where, like, I don't know. You got the, like they tried. They tried. You got the Pokemon picnics, you can throw Pokemon on the ground and have them auto-battle, you can have them kind of follow you around, but just the locomotion in that game is so janky to where, like, it doesn't feel, like, quite so cohesive to where it's like, oh, they're actively with you. it feels like, oh, they're there technically, and then you run around and like it's been a while since I played Scarlet and Violet. I didn't play the DLC. I just like I was so into that game when it came out, and I was loving it. And then just by the time I reached the end of it, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Like I'm just tired of like running around this game is no longer fun. Just due to the performance and what they've kind of put in the world. Like I think gameplay wise, definitely strong thing going on, but by the end, I was ready to be done. I didn't want to play anymore. Plus, the post game, like it's totally built to have the DLC fulfill more, but I wanted more then, and I didn't want to like. And by the time the DLC came out, I was done. Can your Pokemon use secret power on a big pile of grass and make a secret base? I think you can. I don't want to be a downer about Pokemon games. I don't really like being hypercritical of games and hating on them for like no like benefit. Oh, look at you. For someone on an adventure, you're traveling awfully light. Yeah, I know. The bag limit keeps me down. Trust me. Return. But yeah, I really like most Pokemon games. I just feel like the more recent ones, they just weren't really hitting it for me. For various reasons, but I don't have that off the top of my head right now. Legends Arceus was great. I never quite did all the post-game stuff in that, and I want to get back to it. There's a fight there where you have to go against a Giratina and a trainer battle back-to-back with, like, nothing in between. And so it's essentially like, it's almost like fighting, like, 7 or 8 Pokemon in a row. And the way I was playing, it was just like, it felt like any move they used killed me, any move I used killed them. And just due to the way the turns work in that game, like, it was my Pokemon against their 7 or 8, and so the trades just were not working in my favor. Accidents happens when you're not prepared. Thank you, Forest Ranger. You're traveling light, but you have everything you need. You're on top of things mentally and physically, too. Well, thank you. Okay, I am going to go swap out for the Acro Bike. Because it's what I need. Getting cut wouldn't be a half bad idea either. I do wish it was like Gen 4 where you could just literally switch gears and like switch between Acro and Mach on the fly. I get that isn't exactly what they were going for, but especially because, probably the frame of the bike has to be totally different for the tricks versus the speed and all that, and weight differences. Just on a explanation of all that, for sure. I'm putting Adobe back in the party because I'm not raising Rodeo Clown right now. And having Cut right at this moment, it would be nice to have. But we'll give Rodeo Clown a look. I'll do something with you, I swear. We're not going to be smashing very many rocks or moving very many boulders coming up, so... Off you go. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to easily get a Crawdaunt until we got the Super Rod, which doesn't happen until Moss Deep, which doesn't happen for a while. And we don't need a Crawdaunt until then anyways, because we're not going to get all the different water TMs until then. It would be pretty sick if Farfetch'd could solo Winona's gym, even though we have better Pokemon to do the job. I think it'd be pretty cool. And now that we have Swords Dance, it's like totally on the table. I wonder where my Feebas patches are on this save. I feel like Feebas would be a fun Pokemon to get a shiny of. You spoke to me, so you want to challenge me. Sure, I'll try out the Pokemon I caught while surfing. Eugene. I'm just going to use my weak moves on you. It is kind of funny how the Pokemon we're fighting on the route that actually leads to progress are kind of like lower level than the optional routes were. It's like they were expecting you to come back to those ones later. He does have a Feebas. That's a hint that they're here. I don't have a clue what it takes to win. Okay. Oh yeah, here's the big old grass piles like I was talking about. It comes more as like a bush to me, but you know, what do I know? Zinc. That is going straight on to Confuzzle. just, like, it's just interesting running here. Like, it just looks like you should be in the grass, but you're not. So you only have to run through 2 patches to get that item. That's a high-level tentacle. No escaping it. Ouch. Oh, it's raining. That helps him, hurts me. Okay. Let's acrobike this shiz. I think there actually is... Ooh. There's a hidden item somewhere. Oops. A delicious calcium. Now, who should we give the calcium to? In a way, I kind of want to give it to Confuzzle too, but... Nah, we'll give it to Brazier. So many special attackers on our team, really. Oh gosh, I'm trying to hit select to get off the bike. Yeah, I think there is a spot you can use the Mach Bike here, but it's just to skip a section of the route, I think. I know that Linoon is fast, but I want to run anyways. I've been identified. Who has the knowledge and the technique for survival? Pokemon Rangers, that's who. I find it so funny that Pokemon Rangers got their own spin-off game on the DS. It's so cool. Ooh, Ranger Jackson. They were great games. I have not played them since they were brand new. But I remember they were fun. The first one in particular was so hard. And is renowned for Manaphy eggs. To break away from civilization and awaken the spirit, wild spirit within, that's our vision. If I recall, right up here is the Mach Bite section. I'll show you the true potential of me and my bird Pokemon. I feel like at least 2 other people on this route said something very similar. Phil. Okay, we've got 9 levels on this Swellow. Ooh, it's got Quick Attack. That's okay, though. I mean, it's probably faster than me regardless of Quick Attack, though. Yeah, we got it. We lacked potential. That's true. Ever since I was a little kid, I always admired bird Pokemon. Dude, birds are cool. I raised chickens as a kid, and chickens are awesome. If you raise them when they're really little, they can be, like, friendly. They obviously lay eggs for you. They make pretty good, like, kind of farm pets. Also, dinosaurs in birds in general are sort of like dinosaurs. They've got dinosaur legs, man. There's no arguing that point. It is kind of interesting how this kind of rain sound effect, like, it's comforting like rain. When in reality, if you just played it on its own, out of context, it would probably just sound like white noise. But you know, white noise, people use white noise generators. If you're not on God, you'll be in for some pain. You know, you probably just got a Ninjask I'm gonna return to death, if I recall, or you're gonna have some coughings. Yeah, you know, baby Ninjask. I'm just gonna peck you. What would Evan Nankata have that would require Mind Reader to be all that necessary? Like, nothing's really coming to mind? Like, even if you had Mind Reader and it was, like, useful for Shedinja or Ninjask, I'm trying to think what move they would have where it'd be all that necessary. $35. Ninkata. Yeah, he gets Mind Reader, and then I don't know, all of his moves are like 100% accuracy other than Fury Swipes and Metal Claw. Metal Claw's got 95 accuracy, so that's kind of that. Nothing's really sticking out. And then Ninjask gets Screech. Flash. Yeah, again, nothing's really sticking out. And then Shedinja. Yeah, I kind of have no idea why you would ever need Mind Reader on the Ninjask family. I feel like it must surely exist to be an egg move for some other family. Not sure, though. Okay, there's actually a heal spot, like, right up here. I'm going to make use of. We're just going to pretend that I don't know what's going on here. And we're just going to heal and duck right on out. What do you guys have to say, though? We're standing lookout here. Hey, you, stay away from the Weather Institute. It's not safe. Lookout duty is surprisingly boring. Hey, you, don't go near the Weather Institute. Weather Institute. Oh, well, sorry, I already went in. The vast sky holds untold promise, nothing compared to the sheer exhilaration of flight. Yeah, these guys are all obsessed with flying, and here I am talking about chickens, you know? They'd probably be highly uninterested. I was about to say, oh yeah, is there a chicken Pokemon? I can't think of one, but the starter fire type of this game. I really do love Torchic and Blaziken and all that. My bird Pokemon made my dreams of flying come true. Good for you, sir. Well, it's time for the Weather Institute. Yeah, I mean, come to think of it, Torchic's line definitely cannot learn fly. So, pretty right. Chickens can sort of fly. They can flap to get up in a tree or something. I like how they give you a PC here to, like, it's almost like a whole makeshift Pokemon Center and two little objects. Pretty hilarious. And I get that it's here because Castform's here. Speaking of which, we're going to get Mystic Water from Castform, and we can give that to Chompster. Be pretty well off. Huh? What's a kid doing here? Kicking your ass? Dun 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 dun. Huh? I lost? Oh no, I'll catch an earful for losing to a kid. I should just take a nap in the bed. The boss got interested in the research they got going here, so he sent us out. You quit meddling. Blasted. Blasted by a kid. 1080p money. Our boss knows everything, but I'm just a grunt. What would I know about what he's thinking? Yes, the, you know, charismatic leader. The Institute created a type of Pokemon that has something to do with the weather. Where to take them? Oh boy, agility sneaked up right on me. I'm not really sure if I want agility, to be honest. I think my end goal for Farfetch'd is it's going to have a strong normal move, it's going to have fly, it's going to have Swords Dance, but then the fourth slot's kind of up in the air. It's like, Do I want to keep Steel Wing? Do I want to put on Agility? Do I want to have like both Slash and Return for two different kind of use cases? I think what I'm going to do now is just keep Steel Wing, and drop Agility. And we might go to the Move Reader and get Agility back. Like, if we find it's like necessary for fighting the Elite Four or something. Because it'd be really nice to like, set up some Swords Dances and just sweep. And if you need Agility to sweep, then fair enough. But for now, I feel like it's going to be slightly unnecessary, so let's just drop it. Plan's being spoiled by a kid? Yes, sir. If the Pokemon they made here can control the weather freely, then we of Team Aqua definitely need it. We definitely need it. We're Team Aqua. We appear whenever there's anything rare, whenever anything rare is found. I do think it's great that in this game, like, you can look at wherever you are on the overworld, and if you've played this game before, you know instantly where somebody is. Like, I was just thinking about that because Debo Hype, messaged earlier. I feel like he just popped in and then popped out, but he looked where I was and was just like, "Oh yeah, you're on the way to the Weather Institute. Get those TMs." And he probably knew that because like my title says that's where I'm going, but also you just look at where I am, and I was standing just south of like that really, really tall grass, and it's just any screen in this game is just iconic, pretty much. Like, you just know you can pinpoint exactly where you are in the whole world just from the landmarks you can see at any point in time. Like, that is what you want to strive for kind of game world map design, I'd say. You don't have any idea what we of Team Aqua are working towards? Stay out of our way. Well, like, again, I feel like Scarlet and Violet, if you take some random screenshot in that game, like, you're not going to have any idea where you are. And that's partially because the game's much bigger, and there's more in it. But, I don't know. You need to have, like, an actual landmark on screen to really know where you are. Okay, does Farfetch need any... It should be fine. You're going to meddle in Team Aqua's affairs? You're either absolutely fearless, simply ignorant, or both. You're so cute, you're disgusting. I'll put you down, kitty. Shelly? Aqua admin Shelly would like to battle. She's like the only admin in both Team Aqua and Magma that I can remember the name of. I didn't see how many Pokemon she has. Like, I'm trying to think if it's worth setting up Sword Stance. I don't really think it is. Mighty Ina. We'll just stay in. Gonna lower our attack a little bit. So return from this point is probably not gonna work. So, Sword Dance theoretically could have been worth it. But we can just, use 2 returns and be good to go. Oh gosh. He's gonna raise my attack on his own. I don't know if this is like really stupid intuition for me, but I'm like, oh, I'm confused. I should use a lower power attack so I hurt myself less. I know that's totally incorrect. The amount of power that you deal to yourself when you're confused is just... It's always the same no matter which move you use. But It's just kind of an interesting intuition I get. Where it's like, oh, the risk versus reward of confusion, but it's not that kind of deep. You're disgustingly strong. Thank you. We got meddled with unexpectedly. We're out of options. We'll have to pull out. But this isn't the last you'll see of Team Aqua. We have other plans. Don't you forget it. I really like that she likes to laugh. Thanks. Thanks to you, we're safe. It might be an odd way of thanking you, but take this Pokemon. And we get to go right down to the PC and make room for the Pokemon. I wonder how they were expecting people to play this game. Like, both this game and Gen 4, where it's like they expect you to be walking around the world with, like, less than 6 Pokemon in your party. Like, I just don't really understand. Like, that's how you get Nincada to evolve into Ninjask and Shedinja. It only works if you have an open slot. And, you know, maybe they didn't expect you to have an open slot, and that's part of the secret of it all. But then you get here, and, like, you know, they don't put in a mechanism for giving you the Pokemon. You have to go make room for it in your party. These days, I feel like, oh, they give it to you, and then it just goes to the box, like catching wild Pokemon. And you even get options for swapping out your party right away. There's also the whole concept of being able to access the PC from anywhere in modern games. There's just a different design. But then also, like, Gen 4, like, they have the heal ball because they think that catching a wild Pokemon and then having it in your party immediately is, like, some sort of common use case, and I just feel like it's not. I don't know what they're thinking. That Pokemon changes shape according to the weather conditions. There's plenty of them in the Institute, so go ahead and take it. Don't mind if I do. I'll be giving that to Jumpster right away. And I could give that to Bernie, but Bernie's already hoarding charcoal, so it's probably fine. Oh, and the cast form we got is female. And timid. Pretty decent, pretty decent. Just out of... For the heck of it, how does it compare to Farfetch'd? It's a lot lower level. So Farfetch'd is... Lowest stat is 50 on the defense, and highest is 61 on special attack. And then cast form here... and, you know, its highest stat is speed at 51, so... You know, sadly, I feel like cast form is relatively on par with Farfetch'd if it was, like, a higher level. And I feel like cast form is just not a very useful Pokemon to use in a playthrough. I've never bothered using it because it involves so much weather setting up and stuff. It's really cool, the concept of forecast, though, and being able to change your type with the weather and change your stab move. And I wish Weather Ball was a little stronger in Gen 3. And also, like, you know, they give you Powder Snow. Like, this is probably the first ice move you're going to get access to. And we saw how strong Powder Snow was on Fraser here early on with all those freezes. So, I get what they were going for with Cast Form, but they needed a couple of tweaks to make it more worth it. I've been researching rain for many years, but it's ridiculous to think that humans can freely change the weather. It's funny, the Team Aqua had the total wrong idea. They're like, oh my gosh, the Weather Institute, they're gonna change the weather. We need the Pokemon that they have created that has the ability to change the weather. But it's funny, because there's totally Pokemon moves that can change the weather. Rain Dance, Sunny Day, Hail, Sandstorm, you know? Wow, you're really strong. I wish I could be a Pokemon trainer like you. Okay, so that actually did respawn stuff. The professor loves rain, that's a fact, but if it keeps raining, people will be in trouble, that's another fact. Unless the professor is studying if the rain can be put to good use. Hello! We've been saved by your actions. What I don't understand is what on earth the Aquas were up to. They wanted your Pokemon. Wouldn't really do them any good, I don't think, but they wanted it. I've been researching rain for many years. Ridiculous to think that animals can change the weather. I don't know, man. We got strong legendary Pokemon who can maybe be do otherwise. Okay, I think my health is fine, but I'm just gonna heal up just in case. And I'm gonna swap out Cast Form for ye ol' Adobe. Save. Got distracted. I need to check the door real fast. Had to let my kitty inside. Okay, time for a rival battle. I think I just saved, but let's just do it again. Okay, will we regret not getting agility? Let's find out in the next battle. I'm gonna try to Swords Dance and Sweep. We can totally surf and put things off, but I'm just gonna go for the fight right now. 23 Caterpies. So this is where you've been looking for Pokemon? Let's see how good you got. I'll test you. Now it's a battle. So battle. I'm not afraid of you anymore, Wilmer. I was gonna say, please don't confuse me. The rain, that makes sense. Okay, return should kill. Welmer's just got so much HP. Okay, Farfetch, you can do it. Oh, I think it's gonna work. Oh man, Farfetch'd. You have earned your Fly HM. You've gotten pretty darn decent. Pretty darn decent. I'd say you're good enough to search for Pokemon anywhere. Here, I'll give you this. Try it out. Obtained the HM02. Put it away. Use Fly and your Pokemon instantly carries you to any town you've already existed, but you need the Forge Free Gym Badge to do that. Anyway, I have to move along. I suppose you have the Forge Free Gym Badge? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Kitty, what are you looking at? Do you need pets? Do you need to go outside? You just came inside. Cats are silly. I'll let you outside if you need me be. Okay, time to put fly over pack. Okay, I feel like this is going to be Farfetch's moveset for a while. Like, the only decision we're going to have to make is when we get access to Slash, we might have to decide what we're going to do with that. Getting back return might be an issue. We can't get another return TM until we get to Pacifilog Town. We can't really put moves over fly. We would have to move delete it for that. No way we can get Steel Wing back, so that'll be a hard decision. And then technically we could put whatever we want over Sword Dance and get it back with Heart Scales, but you know, I don't want to get rid of Sword Dance. Sword Dance is really good. Okay, let's just get to the next town. Get our dudes healed. But I have a little bit more of the route to explore. I can surf along a while and see what I can find. But since I'm here, what do y'all have to say? Hey, you got a Pokénav. It's the same as mine. Check out the trainer's eyes on it. It'll show you trainers who want to rematch with you. Isn't it great? You have to hand it to Devin. And I mean, this is the first new town since we've had the ability to do rematches, so it makes sense to point that out. Have you ever done anything at the record center? It's pretty neat. It mixes and matches the records of trainers. I don't know quite how it works, but it's cool. It's even exciting even. Listen, kid, are you working on a Pokedex? Go to the Safari Zone. That's my suggestion. Okay, if you don't know where it is, how would you know where to go? Fortree City, the treetop city that frolics with nature. Trainer tips, up to 16 decorations and furniture items to be placed in a secret base. Choose your favorite items and create your very own secret base that's exactly the way you want. 16, huh? That seems quite limiting. Quite limiting. To hide a tree, use a forest. Hideo Kojima. Yeah, I just prefer you don't hit me with self-destruct, if you would. Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh man. And then we just get hit whatever comes in. Fly doesn't really have that much PP. I bow to your superiority. To hide a tree, use a forest. To hide a Pokemon, use a Pokemon. There's no deeper hidden meaning to that. Pick the Pomegs. To lurk in shadows and live in darkness, that is my destiny. To emerge, I emerge to challenge you. Oh, thank you. Ninja Boy Yasu. I hit that you fly. You would think Ninja's getting wet would slow it down. Oh, shit. This is the problem with using fly. It gives opportunities for bad things to happen, but it's fine. We hit this time. Our keen eye allowed us to do it. I admit defeat! I didn't read your name, so I forget. Those defeated in battle withdraw quietly back to the shadows. That, too, is destiny. Wow. How deep. We need waterfall to get up there. Saw some berries up there. If only. Whew. I think in one of my old save files, I used to have a secret base in this area along here. There's so many secret bases where it's just a pain to get to. I think there's actually something good down here. It might be evolution stone of some kind. Kind of forget. There's a secret base. Oh my gosh, dude. I don't remember having to, like, manage items this rigorously. I just do not remember it being such an ordeal. Farfetch'd has gained a lot of levels just in the past, hour and a half that I've been streaming here. Good old item management, let's do it. Okay, leaf stone, ether, elixir, full heal, rare candy, BP up, 2 hard scales, quick claw, a gonna leave the black glasses with me because I do have Pokemon with dark moves. I'm just gonna sell the Harbor Mail. Man, the fact that the game just says you should just sell the stick. Man, what horrible advice. Sort these items. Okay, in reality, I want like these flutes at the top. Next, I want Soda Pop here. I want Hyper Potion here. I want Revives here. Escape Ropes here. Super Repel here. Harbor Mail I'm going to sell. The rest of this can be in whatever order. Four Tree City, the treetop city that frolics with nature. Yes, I've read that already. I wish to sell Harbor Mail. What do you have for buying? We now have access to Ultra Balls. And, you know, if I'm hyper worried about shinies, maybe I should actually buy some of these. We already have some from what we found. Let's buy 10. We've got a decent amount of money, so let's just, you know, it's worth it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put Premier Balls. We're gonna put Ultra Balls here, and we're gonna put Premier Balls here. What does everybody have to say? A rare candy makes the Pokemon grow immediately by 1 level. Super Repel lasts a long time and it gets the job done, but it's much better than using an ordinary Repel. You know, twice as much. I always stock up on more items than I am sure I'll need. You never know what might happen. Better be safe than sorry. Yeah, that's why I just bought those Ultra Balls, and maybe I do need more than 10, but... I'm probably going to want to catch Kyogre, but we're just going to use Net Balls for that. That'll be the way to go. Cheaper than Ultra Balls and better. Some Pokemon evolve when they go through a game link cable. You mean a game link cable or a wireless adapter in this generation? I mean, Ruby and Sapphire weren't compatible with that, but, you know, Emerald was. Checking my phone a second here. Ooh, my friend just finished a woodworking project. They made a little stand to elevate their trash can, and like little cat food container and cat food dishes, so that it keeps the their kitchen cleaner. That's fun. I like doing little projects like that. Okay. Living on top of trees is okay, but sometimes bug Pokemon come in through the windows. It can be really startling. Yeah, I need to make a comment on, like, Four Tree City. Like, they had the sign there where it's like, oh, it's a city that, you know, blends with nature. And I feel like there's quite a few cities in the game like that. There's Four Tree City, there's Pacific Log City, just, you know, cities that just kind of try to not impose themselves on nature, because it's like, you know, most cities, it's like, you know, you would tear out all these trees, you'd put in a bunch of infrastructure and roads and everything, drive nature out. Even like Rustboro, where it is kind of a bigger city, they're still kind of aware of nature. They've got the Rusturf Tunnel that they like planned out but then canceled because they didn't want to hurt the environment. So I feel like a lot of the people, like, I don't know, like the general populace at large here is already like really conscientious of nature. So then you have Team Aqua and Magma, who they want to be like zealots for nature, and yet they're a little distorted. Like, what they want to do is not good for nature, even though they, like, I don't know, they're misguided or what have you. I'm pretty sure they're just misguided because they come to their senses when they realize, oh shit, this is not good for nature. But you know, it's not a front for like just trying to take over the world or whatever. But yeah, if you like look at design here, you have like this tree here with this tree house, and if you look down there, like there's the sort of tree it's built around. It's really cool, and like, you know, I don't live in a society that does this sort of thing, and I don't really know much they really do, but it's just like an interesting kind of concept. Pokemon and people have adapted to nature to survive. There's no need to make nature conform to the way we want to live. The tree houses of Fort Tree are great. I think it's the #1 town for living together with Pokemon. I mean, it's certainly, like, you know, you have to climb up these ladders to get in and out and all that. Like, it's definitely conducive to a very active environment, which is healthy, I would say. I'm buying a pretty desk and I'm putting my cute dolls on it. If I don't, then when I decorate my secret base, my dolls will get dirty or poked with splinters. Merchandise you buy here is sent to your own PC. That's fantastic. I wish they could also deliver me home like that. Also deliver me home like that. Oh yeah. I mean, that is an interesting concept. I mean, Amazon hasn't developed that yet. I wish there were like previews of what these look like, but man, secret base stuff's expensive, and you can only put down 16 items, and they don't do anything. It's just for your own satisfaction of decorating, and like, it's really hard to share with friends. The ground absorbs rainwater, and the trees grow by drinking that water. Our 4-tree city exists because there's both water and soil. Yeah, I mean, that's why there's a forest here at all. I want to go to the Pokemon gym, but something's blocking the way. After all the bother I went through training on Route 120. Route 120's over here, yes. Yeah. Sniff. You, smell singed? Were you at a volcano or something? Yeah, a while ago, but, guess I smell horrible. And I guess people who live in nature, their nose would be more well attuned, because like, I don't know, when you live in a artificial kind of place, you get used to the smells of how you live. Like, I walked into people's houses and have thought it smelled weird because, you know, they might have weird, interesting pets, or like a lot of cats, or other animals, or just other situations due to the cleaners they use or what have you, and it's just like an interesting smell, and they don't smell it because, like, that's just what they're used to smelling. So when you're here living in 4-tree city, it just probably smells like, you know, it smells like tree and sap and just very earthy smells. And so anything contrary to that isn't gonna, you know, you're gonna notice it. Now, if I smell singed from a volcano, maybe anybody would notice that, but it's just interesting that they just bring that up now. Because, well, I guess there were no towns between now and, like, when we went to that volcano other than Petalburg, but, like, Petalburg's technically not a new town. Interesting. By being together with Pokemon, people make more and more friends. And that brings the world closer together. I think it's wonderful. I wonder if that's just a statement about like how Pokemon as a series is about, you know, connecting with others, trading and battling, and playing together multiple versions. There, go bird Pokemon! I wonder why bird is all capitalized. Like, bird Pokemon is just like such a category. I feel like it's a remnant of Gen 1 or something. Heh. I asked my Wingull to run an errand for me. Yeah, you had to go all the way to, like, Moss Deep, I think. What's that thing you have there? Oh, it's called a Pokedex? That's really awesome. Yes, it is. Speaking of Pokedexes, I remember something. I met this trainer, Steven, when I was searching for rare stones. Ooh, boy, had some amazing Pokemon with him. They weren't just rare, they were trained to terrifying extremes. He might even be stronger than the gym leader in this town. Oh, don't worry, sir. He definitely is. I mean, this house is a little sad. It only has, like, one little piece of furniture in it. Also, it's interesting how they make use of, like, a bunch of dots in a text box in this game to signify, like, hey, you as your trainer, your player character is explaining something. I've noticed that over time where it's like, you know, when we were talking to Steven earlier, there was a whole bunch of dots as we were conversing with him. People, Pokemon, their hidden powers are aroused by living in natural environments. Let's assault them and see if your hidden power is awoken. I held a coin in my hand. Now tell me then, have I palmed it in the right hand or the left hand? The right hand. Oh yes, correct. We shall try again. Which have I palmed it, the right or left? The right. Oh yes, that's correct again. Shall we try once more? Which have I palmed it in? The left? Oh, splendid. Your hidden power has awoken here. Take this and awaken the hidden power of your Pokemon. Hidden power TM! I could have bought this quite a while ago in the Slateport, you know, sale area, marketplace, that's it. My hidden power is awoken. What is that trying to say about hidden power? It's a sixth sense? Because I could sense where the coin was without being able to see it? Or have any indication? Anyways, hidden power is a good, this is a good point to get hidden power, because you can figure out what it is by hitting a Kecleon with it. Kecleon live out here. Trading Pokemon with others, it's as if you're trading your own memories with other people. I fully agree with that. Like, these Pokemon, they're just, bits and bobs of data, personality IDs, EVs, species, numbers, base stats, moves, shiny, not shiny, tons of other stuff, natures, ribbons, contest stats, just tons and tons of data, and if you converted the data and have the exact copy of the data, you would have the exact same Pokemon. But it's just it's not the data that matters. It's what you do with it and what you learn from it, and even the little bit of relationship you build with it. Because you're at a point in your life when you're playing these games, and they're designed in such a way to where it's all memorable, and I feel like there's something powerful with that. When you get old, what are you gonna remember? Are you gonna remember every game you played? Are you gonna remember every experience you had? Are you gonna remember with every person you ever saw day to day? You're only gonna remember some of these things, and I've played a lot of Pokemon. I'm not gonna remember all of it, but there are some that will. Hi, there's this Pokemon that I'm looking for. I want a Pikachu. Do you have one? Would you trade it for my Skitty? I don't have a Pikachu. You can't get a Pikachu till the Safari Zone, and I don't really care about a Skitty. Okay, if you change your mind, come see me. I'll be waiting. I mean, it's fair enough trade. Skitty's a pretty rare Pokemon, and you might have missed it. And if you get a Pikachu, it's not that rare, and you can come here and bring it, and you know you'll get a Skitty of equal level with the Pikachu, I'm sure. So, you know, fair trade. The city consists of homes built on trees. Perhaps because of that lifestyle, everyone is healthy and lively. Why, even myself, I feel as if I'm grown 30 years younger. That's great news. Okay, so we can't go to the gym right now because there's a Kecleon blocking the way. Something unseeable is in the way. Unseeable. Why am I carrying this parasol? I'll tell you if you can win against me. Parasol Lady Clarissa would like to battle. I don't feel like Clarissa's that common of a name. I must admit, I must admit. I feel like this, I feel like, oh yeah, you know, this Farfetch'd is so powerful, level 37. But, like, it's really not. I think I remember the first time I played, like, Ruby Sapphire, I started with Mudkip, and because, you know, the way that you play that game as a kid, you basically only use your starter. I think, by the time I fought Watson, I think I had a Swampert. Not even kidding. It's kind of crazy. A Parasol can't ward off Pokemon attacks. And sure, like, you know, that's totally an extreme way of playing the game. But I feel like if you had, like, a more reasonable team that you built up over time, like, maybe just now you have your team of 5 Pokemon. And I didn't have to spread my XP so thin, like, probably all my Pokemon would be at least as high as my Farfetch'd is now. But I don't know. I don't think strong sunlight is good for my Pokemon, so I shield them with my Parasol. That's fair enough. It's kind of interesting that you can't find Pokemon by cutting trees down. Like, you can find Pokemon by, you know, smashing rocks. But I guess Cut's been in the game from the very beginning, and I think Rock Smash they added a Gen 2, I want to say. Maybe they didn't. Oh, wow. Gabby and Ty are here. This is their third and final location. We already had a battle with them earlier today. Let's have another. Oh, you're 23 Caterpie. Hi, do you remember us from last time? Can you show us how much stronger you've become? Okay, cue interview. Bernie's pretty much untouched, but Farfetch'd is a lot stronger. Okay, your Pokemon are definitely stronger. You just had a Magnemite last time. Like, I don't know if this is going to kill. Yeah, not quite. Oh man, but return strong enough to take out Loudred. That is progress. Now here's the thing with Magneton. I don't have anything that's good against it, so turn it is. But Bernie is still faster because she's just epic. And you know, Ember. Oh, that was an intense battle. Did you get that on camera? Ooh. Vast quantities of money. Hustle. Do you remember? That's the quote you gave us on the Battle Quencher last time. I never, ever forget stuff like that. Last time we battled, you stomped us before we could brace ourselves. Anyway, what do you think? You want to be interviewed again? Sure. This is the third and final location for you, so I'll give you a third and final interview. Short and sweet. I choose you. Farfetch'd, I chose you to, like, train up in today's stream. Yeah, that's the perfect Quencher. I get the feeling that this will make a great TV show. There's a chance that we'll air this on TV, so be sure to look for us. Okay, see you later. I feel like the item finder actually really isn't that bad in this game. You know, I'm using it without much issue. But just compared to some of the later games, like where those item finders are like, you know, they're like high-tech freaking radars. You know, it's comparison is the thief of joy, as they say. I feel like right there that's a nice secret base to have. Just really easy. You technically have to walk through Four Tree City through the slow parts of it, but and you can't ride a bike to get in here, but overall, it's not so bad. My Pokemon is strong. How about yours? Pretty strong. Pretty alright. Your Pokemon were stronger. Yeah, your Swablu was a little on the weak side. If it was an Altaria, that would have been a different story. A Pokemon that grows steadily is one you can count on. Yeah, as opposed to erratically. 23 Caterpie. Hi, it's been a while. There's something here that you can't see right now. If I were to use this device on the invisible obstacle, no, rather than describe it, I'll just show you. That'd be more fun. Pokemon, are your 23 Caterpie, are your Pokemon ready for a battle? Yes. I'm pretty sure I could just run from this fight and it'd be fine. Ooh, that was a critical hit. I might just catch this Kecleon for the fun of it. Kecleon alters its body coloration to blend in with its surroundings, allowing it to sneak up on its prey unnoticed. Then it lashes out with its strong, stretchy tongue to instantly ensnare the unsuspecting target. Kecleon is actually a really cool Pokemon. I see, your battle style is intriguing. Your Pokemon have obviously grown since I first met you in Dewford. I'd like you to have this Devinscope. Who knows, there may be other concealed Pokemon, such as in front of one known as Jim. 23 Caterpie, I enjoy seeing Pokemon and trainers who strive together. I think you're doing great. Well, let's meet again somewhere. Which you couldn't have beaten Winona by now, so that's something you can't do yet. But you'll be able to do soon. But yeah, Kecleon's a really cool Pokemon. I feel like it's really iconic for Gen 3. Like, I remember, like, before Gen 3 came out, or, like, really early on, like, in the anime, like, before Ash had gone to Hoenn, he was fighting a trainer in some championship, and that trainer had, like, some Hoenn Pokemon. He had, like, a Blaziken and a Kecleon. I forget, I had that, like, I feel like I had that on VHS or something. And it was such a cool fight. I remember fighting that Kecleon. He did like something with his tongue, and it like cut all the grass in a circle. And like the Pokemon like ended up holding onto it, and then Pikachu ended up like grabbing its tongue and shocking it, and that's how it got knocked out. Kind of think of it, like that's almost like the inspiration for being able to use cut on grass. I don't think you actually do it on the tall grass, right? No, you totally can. So cool. I'm definitely gonna save some Kecleon. Static encounters for like, you know, in case I ever wanted to static encounter shiny hunt it or anything, but the ones that are actually in the way of stuff I want to do, you know, I'll get them out of the way. TM11. It's interesting how this cave isn't really much in this game, but I think they made it more of something in the remake, if I recall. I don't remember. It's just the Scorched Slab. It's got some Sunny Day TM in there. It's fine. Does it even say Scorched Slab when I, like... Yeah, it totally does. I don't even remember what's in there. I think it's just, like, Zubats. Well, it's time to fight Winona's gym. Fortree City Pokemon Gym, leader Winona. The bird user taking flight into the world. The bird user taking flight into the world. Yes. Let's give it a save. Man, my save file is definitely getting up there. We're up to 29 hours. My Pokemon Yellow playthrough, like, I hit Hall of Fame basically at exactly 30 hours. And that wasn't, like, rushing through or anything. Like, I spent a lot of time in the Safari Zone, like, catching a bunch of team members and coming back and racing them up. But, like, I don't know. I wasn't, like, planting berries, of course. I wasn't grinding soot. Yo, how's it going, Champman23 Caterpie? Fortree Gym Leader Winona is a master of flying-type Pokemon. She's waiting at the back of this gym behind the rotating doors. She's waiting for new challengers who are trying to take wing. Okay, go for it. Behold, the elegant battle style of bird Pokemon. Jared. You're strong. Thank you, my Farfetch'd is strong. A trainer has to be smart to keep up with unexpected turn of events. Let's see if you have the smarts to get to our leader. Winona taught me personally, you can't beat me easily. I am kind of using this as like, you know, training ground for Farfetch'd to prove itself. This is the flying type gym, kind of the bird gym, and Farfetch'd is kind of an, you know, a bird with stats that are what they are. And I just feel like, you know, now's the time for it to prove itself as a member of the team. And I've given it like one route's opportunity to get some good levels, and you know, we're gonna have, you know, by the time everybody else catches up, you know, we might not use Farfetch'd for a while because of it, but I want to do it, you know? Doki, Artichoke. There's no need for Winona, our gym leader, to deal with you. I'm plenty good enough for you. I'll be the judge of that, sir. Camper Terrell. Okay, Farfetch'd is definitely slower than Swellows still. Swellows are just really fast Pokemon. Swellows are just really fun and good to use. They have got guts, and, you know, thus make, you know, really good users of Facade. If you know, bother getting it, like, if you're ever in the chance where your status to get the guts and Facade boost, you're just going to be dominating. The lovers of bird Pokemon aspire to join this gym. As a member of the Four Tree Gym, I'm not allowed to lose. What happens if you lose? Because whatever those repercussions are might have to take place. But yeah, I totally remember in Gen 1, there's like a bird trainer like class that's like just obsessed with birds. But even back then, it's like there were flying types that weren't birds. There was Gyarados and Charizard and Dragonite. And, you know, to be a bird, you're flying, but being flying doesn't make you a bird. Okay, Pelipper is a little tankier, so... We had 100 HP. Just took a couple of extra levels. Compared to Venomoth. It was too much of a load for me to bear. Okay, so what happens now? The world is huge. There are countless tough trainers. I'm gonna keep training and make myself stronger. Well, here we are. Let Sodi pop up. The old save of the game. And we'll see how Winona is. I'm pretty sure her team is a lot stronger in Emerald. I think she's got like 4 Pokemon. I feel like she's got like a Swablu, an Altaria, a Tropius, and a Skarmory. I don't think she has all 4 of those here. Pretty sure she has the Altaria at the very least. I don't think she has the Skarmory. If she has the Skarmory, Farfetch is probably going to have trouble, but we'll see. Also, she has a Pelipper in one iteration. She might have the Pelipper here. I know I'd love spamming Protect, which might be perfect for us to get our Swords Dances up. I'm Winona. I'm the leader of the 4-Tree Pokemon Gym. I have become one with bird Pokemon and have soared the skies. However grueling the battle, we have triumphed with grace. Witness the elegant choreography of bird Pokemon and I. Leader Winona would like to battle. Okay, a Swellow. It's probably not best to set up against Swellow, because if I use Swords Dance, it'll get off a move. Well, I mean, it's going to get off a move before me, regardless. I use Swords Dance. And then it'll get a second move. I mean, it comes down to... Let's just use Swords Dance. Okay, we have to get a little lucky. If only Keen Eye guaranteed us to hit. Let's go. Aerial Ace, that's going to do some big damage. Shit! Okay, hopefully that's a waste of your turn. Hopefully return just hits. Okay, thank goodness. And that's got to kill for sure. I'm going to bet on Pelipper wasting a turn on Protect, so... Nope, sure didn't. What's he going to do? It's just going for the Aerial Ace. It's going for the kill. Okay, well, we're faster, so return, we're good. And we got 2 Swords Dances up now, so I think we just clean sweep at this point, assuming that nothing outspeeds us. There's the Skarmory that I was afraid of. We got 2... Swords Dances up, though, so this should be decent. Even though it's resisted, we should still do more. Okay. Hey, Keen Eye! Coming in clutch. Oh, man, that feels great. And if we hadn't gotten off the 2 Swords Dances, that might not have been enough. Okay, it's faster. Oh, such a clean sweep. Never before have I seen a trainer command Pokemon with more grace than I. In recognition of your prowess, I present to you this gym badge. Did you just call Farfetch'd graceful? Dude, that's awesome. With the Feather Badge, all Pokemon up to level 70, even those received new trades, will obey your every command. You'll also be able to use Fly outside of battle. And with this, a gift from me. Aerial Ace, that, you know, theoretically could have been useful, but we're sticking with Fly on Farfetch'd. There's no point. Its speed, no Pokemon should be able to avoid it. Well, Farfetch'd has got Keen Eye, so less needed anyways. Aerial, Ace. Can anybody else even learn it? Confuzzle can actually learn it. That is interesting. I mean, like, we just gave up on Gust. Aerial Ace is a little stronger. Like, keep it in mind. You did it! You've achieved liftoff! Oh man, it's like we're shooting rocket ships or something. Oh man, that feels so good. Okay, 102 HP. It's our highest HP yet. We got a clean 10 level advantage, but you know, it's fine. Give you your stick back. And who are we actually going to train next? Sorry. Well, the next gym is the Psychic type gym. It's a double battle. I feel like Chompstar is going to do really good at that gym. I feel like I should probably raise Chompster, actually. Because it's going to be a little harder to raise Chompster once we actually get to the truly bespoke water areas, just because, you know, Surf is going to not do so much, but Surf is going to be really useful in the next gym. Even though, like, you know, this is Ruby Sapphire, it's the really easy version of the gym. They've just got a Lunatone and Solrock. They don't have, like, their full Emerald team, which is a lot stronger. It's also worth considering to actually work on Bernie for similar reasons. Once we get to the water area, it's going to be a little bit harder. I feel like using Chompster. We haven't used Chompster in a while. Like, Chompster's been on the back burner for quite a while. Haven't really used it Surf much, really. And, you know, so is Bernie, but... basically, the last time we really used them was against the 5th gym. Against Norman. Chompster kind of pulled us through there. We put a lot of focus on Confuzzle and Frizer. So I think it's time to return to him. I just want to see him in action. Let's give him the amulet. Okay, and then otherwise we'll put Confuzzle here. And what do I want to do with Confuzzle in the end? Maybe I'll end up putting Silverwind over Secret Power. Maybe I just put, like, Sleep Powder over Secret Power, Psychic over Confusion, and, you know, those are our moves. Who can really say? But what we have for now is okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and save. And with that, I think I'm going to call it a stream. I'm getting kind of tired. I want to take a break. You know, if I was like a real streamer or whatever with like title cards and stuff, like I could throw up like a be back in a bit and take a 15-minute break and then continue on or something. And you know, I might start up the stream again later. Like it all depends, but. And it's funny, we're about to hit like 2.5 hours. I find that's like my limit for streaming. Just like, you know, focusing on the game and also, you know, the little bit of extra overhead of being able to stream mental overhead. It just really tires you out. But we got some good stuff to look forward to. We got the upcoming route leading up to Lily Cove. That's always a really good route. There's the optional route. We can go down to Mount Pyre and then down more in that area. There's Giga Drain down there. We got the Team Aqua base coming up. That'll be fun. And then we get access to the ocean. We can go so many places. That's going to be amazing. We can go to Shoal Cave with the rising and lowering tides. I'm so glad that's actually going to work now that I have my battery fixed. I can actually get a shell bell. That might be freaking just so rad. We can get Snow Runt. Not that I need a Snow Runt in this like playthrough or anything. I just, you know, when the tide is stuck up, you can never get down there. And we're gonna want to get the Nevermelt Ice so we can give it to Freezer. But yeah, just so much stuff coming up. That's a while off. I feel like I have a closer like thought for like what to name Farfetch now. I like, you know, this was Farfetch's episode, and I feel like he really proved himself, and you know, got the honor of Winona calling him graceful. So I think we might have to do something regarding that. But I don't have anything on the top of my mind. I've got berries to go pick later, probably before the next stream. All that. We got the Berry Master area unlocked. We got the ability to fly. Let's fly before we end the stream. Let's see our first fly in action. Since I want to pick berries, I'm just gonna run down here on stream. Oh yeah, the Kelpsies are coming along. We get them watered, we get a bigger harvest potentially. But yeah, like, once we get back, like, we'll continue on and do all those things. I think I'm just gonna save here for now. And, you know, I'll see you guys next time. We might even do stuff at the Game Corner. Who knows? I feel like I want to, on stream, like, go in there and actually do some of the games for the fun of it. But yeah, like maybe we'll get a psychic team and put it on somebody. I don't know. We haven't used anybody. We've just used Farfetch this whole stream. But yeah, funnily enough, we just hit 2.5 hours. But I'll see you guys next time.